Everyone, RemanX here, and I captured some amazing footage. We're going to go over this. A question a lot of people asked is, can Shadowlands beat Black Order outside of war? And I kind of doubted that they were going to be able to do it. And we're going to talk about some of the T4s that I think are necessary, the actual power levels that made the difference here, and more importantly, does Electra's passive make them worse? So we're going to talk about that because I actually have a lot of gameplay footage that I've captured. Well, with some downtime here, we're going to start with the team selection here. So if you guys look, this is about a 60k punch up into Black Order. And I will tell you that there is some RNG to it. Thank you, Moon Knight, to the fight because of what can be landed. And we're going to talk about some of the things. So right here is before I had Electra's passive. And with Electra's passive, I watch as Night Nurse, White Tiger, and Electra get targeted. So if she had the passive, I wouldn't have got that 3-shot there with that 3-tap from his basic. But his basic goes first. And in this specific scenario, they're even with their amazing speed, they haven't gone in time yet. Because again, because of the fact that they're so fast here. And you'll see that they've actually dropped 2 characters into the danger zone. So now I have to respond. We're going to move my head here. Boop. So you guys can see some of the ability usage. Go back for a second here. All right. So we're actually going to clear it and put the defense down, the slow, and everything on top of Cole. Now, poor Cole is going to be basically what you decide is going to be your target when you're selecting that. Cole is obviously going to be neutralized. So again, all that speed up from her. Now they just dropped offense down for 2 turns from Proxima, but we haven't gotten the offense, or they flip. They haven't got the offense down from Ebony Maw. So now we have to start deciding our targets here. And you'll see it's a little bit different each time we do it. So now we've got defense down, all right, because he has offense up. We've got a bunch of debuffs on the targets. Now it's just pretty much Wreckville. All right, you can see that Thanos is actually the most vulnerable he'll be with offense up. Unfortunately, he didn't get a crit. So we won't be able to double tap him through there. So we're just going to go right through and take that stun off the table. So now he's going to do his basic again, but he was blinded, so that missed and slowed us down. So there's that. There's all those blinds taking into account. Now here's the big difference, right? So here is the power of Night Nurse. Now they were all at full health. And there's actually a little bit of flexibility in this fight. Okay? There's a little bit more flexibility in this fight. And so the biggest difference here is you can see that there is literally offense down on the target. So the only way you're going to be able to survive that reliably is the offense down. However, it speeds up Night Nurse and she's able to respawn. So you have to be careful. So if you don't take out Thanos early, or you don't take out and you want to survive that, you want to hopefully have offense down. And so there's the first time. So we've actually gone so quickly in order. We took out Proxima. We took out Cole before Maw even did his flip. So we have to endure his energy drain, his percent drain. But realistically, we're going to put some marks on Thanos. And we've already got our debuff removal, our cleanse already back up, and then so she's going to be getting ready to go again, and it's already night. So Night Nurse does her thing. So we're going to talk about a little bit some of the different stories here. So obviously it's pretty much all over. After you've survived Thanos's ult, you've pretty much got the end of this. So they wind up surviving this full on, full bore, game over. Nice little finisher there for 180k, right? So bam. That's a big difference here. They got that one done. So that was number 1. We're going to showcase number 2. Now, this is a little bit different. I went up in power here. I grabbed the passive for Electra. And part of my concern about the passive for Electra was just about targeting. Now, for this matchup, I tried a bunch of different positioning. And the reason why I went with this positioning is so these guys never had offense down. And so, basically, I was stuck taking damage from Night Nurse because the random chance here, you're actually negating some of that early burst, because you don't get her in the yellow very easily. And so it just happened to be that this set of characters work the best. There's going to be some more testing. We're going to go through as we see some bigger culls. But obviously my target selection here is going to depend a little bit upon... Let's see if I can show you guys my target. Oh, you don't see my target on this video. Sorry, my fault. I started it a little bit late. You guys will see that this character has a 7 red Thanos, and I think he has a 6 red Cole. So the player in question is a pretty sizable team, something that you guys might not see every day, okay? So those 2 characters get targeted. Notice there isn't anybody in yellow right now, where that happened really quickly. So only 2 people are going to get in yellow, and obviously some debuff issues here, the evades. So now we've got 3 people with offense down, but none of them really matter in this early parade. Because you're just trying to get some marked targets here. We're going to go into Cole again, because, again, Cole being able to be targeted. So he's a 5 red, 6 star. He's not even maxed. So this is going to be your target selection to know how well you can beat him. Again, we're going to just erase him as best we can. Now, we don't actually erase him early. So there is the problem, okay? The problem I'm having is once you do Electra's passive, the offense downs just don't line up that easily where Night Nurse is ready to flip them to offense up. So you have a hard time landing these debuffs. And so now we're going to flip these into offense up, and then the next time he goes for 2 turns. So we're gonna use Maw's 2 turn of offense down to turn in 2 turn offense up. It's very important you do it with this way. Because you're going to want the extra turns to be able just to start picking off enemies. Night Nurse is so important to this matchup. But you can see this is a G12. This is a G12 Electra, and she is still surviving this. The bonuses they did for this is important. So in this one, we go right into a 7-star Thanos, and there's the Skirmisher. He was marked. There's the Skirmisher actually taking effect. The Skirmisher cleared the defense up. So now we're able to do this with offense up into a very, very large Thanos. And you take Thanos out of the fight. It's still not over. Black Order's still very dangerous, but it's actually a big deal. I wanted to show you guys that you can actually start targeting that. Obviously, Moon Knight takes it right there. There's no chance for him to survive. We wanted to counter it. Didn't get her to half health, so we finally did. It wasn't enough. It wasn't fast enough. But these 3 are just enough to get us through there because of the fact that we've still got a ton of damage here from my 7 red star White Tiger. Now, again, it's 5, 6. It won't matter because you're going to be able to survive the ult. If you're able to land offense down on Thanos, you can control the fight and the tempo of this fight. But I will say at the very end levels, if you've made this type of investment, I'm seeing people saving promotion credits for potentially White Tiger because of how important she is to the new emerging metas, that we're actually seeing this. So I just wanted to kind of showcase what you can do with this team if you make an investment, if you're ready to do it early. This is the big deal here. All right, we're gonna get ready for our offer review. I'm going to be doing a quick video here on Twitch. So if you guys haven't taken a look at it, I have a lot more testing to do, guys. Love you guys much. Remember, I do things so you don't have to. I'm going to say this right now. Shadowlands is a team worth investing in. They're going to do a lot more for you than you think. More importantly, they're so far were some of the easiest to acquire. Where Moon Knight and White Tiger land is going to be a big deal for how we classify this team. Where Bishop lands, where Bishop, Iceman, and Kitty Pryde land are going to help us determine whether these are a big deal. And we still haven't seen the full X Factor team, although I will say I'm definitely concerned about Polaris. If Polaris winds up having the same star availability as we're seeing from Silver Surfer, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to build them for the end game the way that you're going to want to as a team. That being said, they feel significant. The speed up that Longshot provides is no joke one of the best passives in the game, because we talk about how speed is important. So regardless of where you put Longshot, I know that's been up for some consideration. He is definitely worth considering as one of the top tier characters currently in the game.